good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is FXFreedom broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex trading course 101. Everybody, this is the foundation course. Remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the three pillars, right? The three pillars of the foundation, not the advanced. The advanced is down in here. The Forex course 202, everybody. Okay, pillar number one is the market. Pillar number two is the strategy. And we're going to learn about the strategies in the advanced module. And the big one, it's the trader. Talking about the trader more in the Forex course 202. And what do champion traders always say? Champion traders always say that I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. Not a problem, don't worry, okay, don't worry, don't stress out, you know, my betting's not a problem, everybody, don't stress out, okay, it happens, nobody's perfect, right, like in trading, you know, it's all good, believe me, it's all good, okay. So you are going to graduate from this course, everybody, when number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have your strategy in place, kind of. You understand why you win, why you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Like long or short, buy for the week, sell for the week. And remember, these streams are no trading or investment advice. Why? Because 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And remember, if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? So today we have the adjust the confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend. Let's go back to NZD USD, everybody. NZD USD. And the notification just went on. Okay, very good. So we're going to see, I believe Metia or Dancy were shorting the market on the 4-hour chart. So we're going to adjust this one. How to adjust the confirmation of Fibonacci in a downtrend, alright? So this is the original one. Remember, everybody, you should build your charts. Have your charts ready. Build your charts and have them ready for trading, right? Okay. Now, if this is the origin, we're going to change colors, edit label. Original one. Okay, everybody, so if this is the original one, where should we start our Fibonacci of the confirmation? Confirmation Fibonacci. Should we start at the first circle or should we start at the second circle? Type in the chat, what do you think? In the meantime, I'm going to put the sub A, sub B, sub A, and clone. There we have edit label, sub B, sub B, then we have clone, sub edit label, sub C, sub A, sub B, sub C, and clone, edit label, sub D. Okay, everybody, where should we start our Fibonacci of the confirmation or confirmation Fibonacci? Here, on the left circle or on the right circle? What do you think? And remember, this is the learnable skill, right? When you are going to be alone, you are going to know how to, you know, how this works, where to start on the left first circle, start on the second circle. Everybody, where should we start? Yes, the same rules apply for the contrarian too, right? Yesterday we were looking at, what was it, Canada JPY, right? Canada JPY, and it was the same but just in reverse. So many times you have you have an up Fibonacci like this, and then the market is going to retrace and move up, and then it's going to retrace again and move up and retrace again. So you should learn where to start the contrarian, right? And this is the good news. Those rules and concepts apply to all Fibonacci's. Okay, so where should we start the Fibonacci of the confirmation? Mattia, are you here, Mattia? I believe Mattia has his own stop loss above in here. Everybody, I'm not sure, I need to ask him. Okay, or then see if you are here. Did anybody trade NZD USD, everybody? Remember 2 days ago, not yesterday, 2 days ago we were talking about NZD USD from the daily perspective. In here, yes, indicators we are going to learn, right? And we are talking about that from the daily standpoint. This was the first entry, this was the second entry when the market broke the counter trend line, and the third entry happened. So if you are not shorting NZD USD, everybody, the question is why not? Fair enough. Why not? Why aren't you? Risk reward ratio, not everybody. You cannot use risk reward ratio always as an excuse. Makes sense? This is the learnable skill. You can absolutely do this, but you need to have some kind of courage, you know. This is why we are on the demo account. No big deal if you lose, right? Makes sense, everybody? But losing is a part of learning. Let me repeat this one. Losing is a part of learning. Makes sense? When you lose, I was talking to a private student yesterday. Everybody. Hello, Dancy. How are you? I think we draw confirmation Fibonacci first circle. Everybody, let me post here in the chat the link to a lesson yesterday with a private student. Just give me a second, everybody, so you can watch it too if you want. Okay, there you go. It was a lesson with a private student, and the student said, oh, I want to be a professional trader tomorrow. Make sense? Yes, the first circle, very good. Okay, so let's clarify this, everybody, then we're going to move to the chart, right? Okay, so you can post link. I think I just posted, I believe. Dancy, by the way, Dancy, how is your Telegram group doing? Are you growing your Telegram group? Do you guys, do you meet regularly? This is the, we don't see the message with link. He can try, I can prove if I'm watching this time and just get into filter. Oh, I'm sorry, Dancy, I didn't know this one. Anyway, you can send me an email. I'm going to send it to you, not a problem. Okay, everybody, not a problem. Just, I'm going to send you some emails. Hello, Allah, how are you? Okay, everybody, so the process when we have a losing trade, and it is going to happen. Dancy is saying we, yes, we exchange setup and ideas. Wow, congratulations. Everybody, if you want to join Dancy and Matthias Telegram group, feel free to join. So the process when we have a losing trade, and it's going to happen, okay? Hopefully my English is correct. Dissect dissect the trade as a surgeon. Brazilian guy speaking English as a surgeon. Dissect the trade as a surgeon and learn on what went wrong. Example, you know, number one, what patterns did I not see? Number two, what patterns did I not see that were against me? You know, number two, did I enter prematurely? Number three, what were the higher time frames telling me? You know, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, everybody? Yeah, I'm going to send you an email. So the process when we have a losing trade, and it is going to happen. Oh, but I don't like this. Well, then, my friend, you are in the wrong place. Make sense? Losing on the demo account is part of learning, everybody. Never forget this. And you learn more from the losers than from the winners. This is, yeah, it's a contradiction, I understand, but it works like this, everybody. Is my English correct? Dissect the trade as a surgeon and learn on what went wrong. Example, what patterns did I not see when that were against me? Did I enter prematurely? What were the higher time frame telling me? And so on and so on and so on. Okay, everybody? So back to the confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend. Dancy said the first one. Yes, sir, everybody. So, question, right? Okay. Freedom, why the first circle and not the second circle? Answer, everybody. Take a pen and paper, because the market started reversing in here. This is one, and this, it's a lower high. Make sense? If the market would do something like this, let's say it did not hit the extension yet. If the market would do something like this, then would be a different kind of conversation, would be a different story. So in analyzing the chart and drawing correctly the Fibonacci's, you have two criteria. Number one, this is the original one. Where and when did the confirmation started? It started here. And number two, is the next high a lower high? Yes, it is. But if this would be the market, then for the second question, is this high the highest, the lower high? The answer would be no. This is the higher high. So we would start up in here. Make sense, everybody? Type in the chat, yes, it makes sense, or type in the chat, no, it does not make sense. Okay? Okay, very good. So sub A, sub B, sub C. Let's move in the sub A, sub B, sub B, sub D. So everybody, if you are not shorting NZD USD, the question is why not? Make sense? You cannot stay out, everybody. Risk-reward ratio cannot be the excuse always. Sometimes, fair enough, sometimes we cannot enter. You know, so let's see this one. Sub A, sub B. We are going to zoom in the chart. Zoom in the chart, and this would be the sub A, sub B. Not sure about those candles in here. See in here, this is the challenge. We're going to use the tool. Okay, where is the widget? Here, I'm not seeing it. Where is the widget? Okay, disable widget and platform time. I'm not seeing it. Maybe up in here somewhere. Okay. I got this. There you go. Widget. Okay, there we go. Zoom in the chart and low 65006, 6501, 00601. Okay, so this is the low. Sub A, sub B already. You need to pay attention on this, everybody. Sub B already. One last time. 00, and this was 1, right? So this is lower, and green goes to green. Green goes to green. This would be the next confirmation Fibonacci. We can make it smaller. There you go. And the market was falling, right? So we have another green goes to green one more time. This would be then the next. And green goes to green, Fibonacci retracement tool one last time. This would be the, I believe, so this would be the sub C. Somewhere in here, this would be the sub A. Somewhere down here, this would be the sub B. Right? Okay, this is the low. And then the mark, see everybody? Then the market broke our confirmation Fibonacci. So we are going to, but you need to do this work, make sense? You cannot, yes. And my Fibo is barking, it's true everybody, you know? We can, listen to me, some of you are still making mistakes on the Fibonacci's. You cannot blindly assume that the confirmation is going to start in here. Okay, this is a rule, don't assume. Do the work, start up in here, and if you see that the market broke the confirmation, then you are going to start back again in here, because the market, it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it reversed, right, making lower lows, lower highs. Okay, so sub A, one more time, sub A, and sub, where is the sub B? Down, up in here. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in. It's a great example, everybody. Which one is the sub B? Is the first circle the sub B? Is the second circle the sub B? Or is the third circle the sub B? Which one is the correct answer, everybody? Yeah, I have two dogs, right? Fibo and Ichi. Fibo for Fibonacci and Ichi for Ichimoku, and they're always fighting, you know? They're always... Yeah, I'm going to show it tomorrow. I want to see them. I'm going to show it tomorrow. They're always... Wow, Dancy, congratulations. First one. Exactly, very good. This is the first low. So this is again, everybody, the confirmation Fibonacci. And then we have the green goes to, so it went to blue, but there is no low, so this is going to be the next sequence. And again, the best way to practice is look at the stream, hear me out, but try to have your charts opened and try to chart with me. Make sense, everybody? Yes, NZD USD 4 hour chart. Okay, so we are here. This is the new sub A, this is the new sub B, right? Okay, And best practice, put a horizontal line on the fibs, so if you lose the Fibonacci or you cancel it or you delete it, you can still have the range. Okay, now which one is this sub C, everybody? Is the first circle the sub C, or is the second circle the sub C? The sub C is the highest point inside the sub A and sub B boundary after the sub B, before the market hits the appropriate D extension. The C or the sub C or the sub C, those are points, not necessarily highs or lows. Then see, wow, second, very good. This is the sub C, so green goes to green, everybody, right? Green goes to green, so it's in here, and this is our first low. So we're going to readjust the confirmation Fibonacci in a downtrend this time. Sub A goes to sub C, and sub B goes to sub D down in here. Okay, now this is the skill, everybody. Okay, now pay attention, focus. Okay, so we talked about what is the cardinal concept, everybody, of the Forex market. Type in the chat, what do you think? You've learned this on lesson number one, lesson number 2. It's a cardinal, the most important concept in the Forex market trading. I'm not sure if it applies to all the markets, you know, the stock market, the bond market, the crypto market, but for sure it applies to the Forex market. What is the concept? We are charting on the 4-hour chart, but now we're back on the daily. What is the concept? Allah, hedge fund trader Allah, what is the concept? We've been talking about this 1-2 months ago or more. Nancy and everybody else, what is the concept? Is a concept that explains why we lose a lot of times until we learn this concept, and then we are going to start lose less. Price goes from one band to another. Yes, what is the next one? The higher time frame. What is the concept? The higher time frame controls what? Allah is thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot, you know. I don't know, I forgot. The higher time frame controls the price action and direction of the smaller time frames. Exactly, congratulations to you. Okay? Now this is the skill, everybody. Download this stream and watch it over and over and over until you start doing. Okay? Now, this candle on the daily chart, this candlestick formation, and we've learned it. This was the aggressive entry from the daily. We have 3 entries. The aggressive one, counter trend line break. Second one, confirmation, the third one. This was the aggressive entry, and it was on, everybody give me a second, date, platform date, there you go. It was on date, what was this one? 14th of August, everybody. 14th of August. Now let's go back on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so 14th of August, down 15, 14, okay. Everybody, this is the daily candle from the daily chart, alright? Okay. Now, from the 4-hour time frame, right? From the 4-hour time frame, and remember, don't confuse apples with bananas, okay? Freedom, it's difficult for me change colors, right? Okay, so let's delete this one, delete this one, delete this one, delete this one. Everybody, if you are confusing the original Fibonacci with the Fibonacci of the confirmation, change colors of the Fibonacci of the confirmation. This is the best practice. Okay, very good. So remember, the signal to go short, it was in here. This was the daily candle here on the right. Okay, this was the daily candle, but we are trading this one. Does this make sense? We are trading this one, and if I would short the market in here, you know, the risk reward ratio, you know, it's not that good, right? So this would be the risk, and you know, 1 for 1 doesn't work. Agreed, everybody? Okay, now I'm going to move a little bit faster because we are almost out of time. So okay, I'm trading the original one, but I cannot enter because of the risk reward ratio. So what can I do starting from the daily candle? I'm going to monitor the market, everybody, and I'm going to short the Fibonacci of the confirmation with the same rules. Does this make sense to you? Same rules? Yes, sir. Okay, now this is the, you know, I'm here, you know, and I don't know, maybe I'm going to trade this one or maybe not. Let's suppose, let's say that I'm scared, right? I'm scared and I don't know, so I'm going to wait for this Fibonacci to finish the cycle, finish the sequence. Agreed? And now here the market hit the extension. So if not this one, the first one, I'm going to try to enter on the second one. So I have my sub A, I have my sub B, right? And here 1 2 3, bam, 1 2 3 4, one more, there you go. This is now the signal. Makes sense, everybody? Counter trend line break if you want. Okay, and some of you are still, you know, I get a lot of mail, I'm scared, yes, but I'm scared. You need to grow up, everybody. You know, if you watch on YouTube the videos about Schwarzenegger, Stallone, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, whatever, you know, the movie star, the Hollywood actors, you would seen most of them, they're going to tell you, oh, we are all scared, right? Okay, but what is the difference between the high performance traders or athletes or actors or any professions, you know, is that we act in spite of fear. Does this make sense to you? Oh, but I'm scared, it's all good, but you are on a demo account. You are on a demo account, this is the signal you should have entered. Make sense, everybody? And we clarified yesterday, right? Risk reward. So you are going to enter right now in here. This is the emotional skill. This is the emotional skill, everybody. And you are going to see that risk reward ratio, you know, it's not good enough on the sub A, sub B, and yesterday we were talking to Shola and everybody else, and we said, okay, now you have a choice to make. Choose, or you are going to put your stop loss above the C, or you are going to put the stop loss above the sub A, but you are going to risk less. Make sense, everybody? Exactly. Risk reward ratio on the Fibonacci cannot be always the excuse. Make sense? When you are going to grow emotionally, you are going to enter this one and you would win, and you would enter this one, and so far, bam. Everybody, would we win if you would enter? Yes, 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 exactly. Make sense, everybody? Risk type, burn into your mind. Risk reward cannot be the excuse. I mean, not always, right? Make sense, everybody? But if you are used to risk 1% in this trade, risk 0.5%, or risk 0.25%, whatever, but don't stay out. Make sense, everybody? And as we clarified yesterday, everybody, if you were not yesterday with us, go to Dukascope YouTube webinar page and watch yesterday's lesson. Okay? We clarified to you that staying out is not wrong, but on the other side, no Lambo for you, you know, no Ferrari, no Lambo, because you are not trading. Oh, but the risk reward, risk less, risk less. If you risk less, everybody, you are going in, and if you're going to be stopped out, no big deal. But if you see here that the market is moving your way, you can re-enter and re-enter and re-enter. We've learned about cancel and replace. Agreed, everybody, on the smaller time frames. And so we're going to adjust this Fibonacci, right? So sub A goes to sub C, sub B goes to sub D, and we have a new Fibonacci sequence, right? Which is this one, sub A, sub B, sub C. Let me check if this, and sub D down here. Okay, everybody, so if you are not shorting NZD/USD on any time frame, counter trend line break, counter trend line break, counter trend line break, you know, the question is why not? Counter trend line break. Make sense, everybody? Somebody's asking, can I enter right now? Nope. Okay, so why not? Because if you enter right now, everybody, with the same logic of the lesser risk, you know, I mean, this is just a math calculation, right? So if you would enter, let's say that you are entering here, everybody. Everybody, give me a second. Is here, the postman. The postman is here, not a problem. Okay, everybody, so if you would enter in here, look at the risk reward ratio, right? So if you would enter, let's say that you would enter in here, okay? Let's say that you're entering in here, so this would be the risk and this would be the reward, still okay? Or maybe you're entering in here. Yes. Bitcoin. Yeah, something's happening with Bitcoin, right? Let's check Bitcoin. Clown chart. BTC, right? BTC USD. Samantha, you got me. Oh, still bear market, right? We are still in the bear market. No, not yet. I'm waiting Bitcoin to... This is me, everybody. This is no trading or investment advice, okay? Me personally, okay? I'm waiting the market to fall down in here. And then I'm going to start buying. Okay? Yes, but this is investment. I'm investing. Makes sense? Back to class, everybody. So if we here we said, okay, you know, if it's 1-for-1 or less, risk less, and somebody is typing, you know, oh, can I enter right now? Well, this trade doesn't make sense anymore. Agreed? Why? Because you're almost at the extension. You know, if you would enter right now, you would need to risk 1/10%. The dogs give the signal to check Bitcoin. Yes. So true, so true. Every time they're fighting, oh, something is happening with the Bitcoin on the crypto market. Okay, everybody. Better to wait. Wait for the market to hit. You had everybody 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, right? This is even not the best one. But what can you see is that the market is so far, tomorrow may be another story, but so far the Fibonacci, the confirmation Fibonacci would make you money. The first one not, right? But once, 2 times, 3 times. Agreed, everybody? Okay, today we are late. We're going to be back tomorrow, everybody. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade for freedom. I'm going to send you the email with the student row, okay? Until tomorrow, yes, stay strong and trade for freedom. This is